This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation stations.
Good morning. Welcome to Friday. It is August the 2nd, 2024. I'm John Zibney, the MNC News Center. The news continues now with our top local stories on Michiana's Morning News. Goshen School Board member Roger Nafziger has entered a plea agreement in connection to the Goshen School Board election mailer scandal.
Nafziger is pleading guilty to filing a fraudulent report as a level 6 felony. Another charge of accepting a contribution made in another's name would be dismissed as part of the deal. His sentencing is scheduled for August 21st. Nafziger is among 5 people involved in the 2022 mailer scandal. Jose Elizalde, Alan Kaufman, Mario Garber, and candidate Andrea Johnson each faced charges of filing a fraudulent report and accepting a contribution made in another's name. Kaufman has resigned from the school board. Elizalde has also pleaded guilty to the felony. His sentencing is set for next Wednesday. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
A 2 semi-crash caused backups on I-80-94 yesterday. Indiana State Police responded to the mile marker 2 around 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. A Kenworth tanker truck was traveling westbound when it was sideswiped by a Freightliner. Luckily, neither driver was injured. Cleanup of that twisted metal and debris took hours. We posted a photo of that collision at 953mnc.com. New this morning on MNC, Indiana's public retirement system has divested assets from China.
This as Indiana became the first state to enact a law last year requiring the public pension system to divest within 5 years from, quote, any investment that is domiciled, issued, incorporated, or listed in the People's Republic of China or the Chinese Communist Party, close quote. The law passed both chambers with unanimous bipartisan support. Just 1 year later, the pension plan has divested 100% of its $1.2 billion investments in Chinese entities. Derek Decker, MNC News.
There were no injuries reported when South Bend fire crews responded to a commercial fire. Crews were called around 12:30 yesterday morning to the 1700 block of North Sheridan Street and saw flames coming from the roof. Firefighters used an aerial ladder to access the roof and found a small blaze they were able to quickly put out. The origin cause of that blaze remains under investigation. Speaking of fire, the ribbon was cut yesterday at Chandler Education Center in Goshen, all to celebrate completion of the new Red Hawk Fire Academy classroom, just in time for the start of the program's first year. The partnership that will allow Goshen High School juniors and seniors to complete fire and EMS training. The program will help students earn the required certifications to become firefighters or EMTs. And it's opening weekend at the Indiana State Fair. Anna Welchel with the fair says Saturday will be a festive day.
Saturday is such a special day to celebrate the 60th year anniversary of the Beatles playing their only show at the fairgrounds. Hard Day's Night that's going to play at 2 o'clock.
That is cool. And she also says there is the Jim Irsay collection of guitars, among other things to check out. The varsity volleyball coach at Niles High School is scheduled for court on Monday after an arrest for alleged drunken driving.
According to the police in Kalamazoo County, Samantha Zimmerman was driving 5 students from Niles High School to their volleyball game at Gull Lake High School back on July 10th when her car went off the road and into a ditch. Zimmerman failed several field sobriety tests and was arrested for operating while intoxicated. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
The East Chicago Common Council has now approved a measure to stop operating as a sanctuary city.
A sanctuary city operates using municipal laws that often protect undocumented immigrants from deportation or prosecution in opposition to federal immigration law. Last month, Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita filed a lawsuit against that city as well as the cities of Gary, West Lafayette, and Monroe County for not complying with federal immigration laws.
That's Terry D. reporting. Some buildings along Main Street in Goshen were hit by graffiti bandits on Tuesday. Some of the businesses hit include TG Music, Venturi's, and Embassy Coffee, according to the Goshen News. Some other buildings in the 100 block of Main were hit as well. So far, there's no word of any suspects or arrests. Also new today, dredging getting underway in St. Joseph Harbor. It's taking place to allow large freighters and barges to be able to get through without becoming stuck in the sand or sediment. Beachgoers will see a large barge in the harbor and sand being pumped onto beaches, including at Silver Beach. The Tolson Center in Elkhart will host a back-to-school event for students this weekend.
Their goal is to reach medically underserved populations of all ages with free screenings, preventive maintenance education, and counseling services for those who don't have health care due to geographical or economic restrictions. With the theme of promoting healthier and active lifestyles, they'll be emphasizing the importance of proactive health management and wellness. It's happening this Saturday at the Tolson Center from 9 until 2. Back-to-school items will also be given away. The community is encouraged to attend and access the free resources available. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
Indiana police are cautioning parents about posting their children's school pictures online.
Police say over the past several years, a concerning trend has developed on social media with parents posting photos of their kids in front of their homes. But that picture could be revealing more personal information than you realize. Scammers and predators often use these pictures to take advantage of families. Police say the best course of action is to blur backgrounds out before you post online. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
Also want to remind you that this weekend is the return of the annual Elkhart Grand Prix. The City with a Heart will be home to a huge go-kart track. The start line is on Waterfall Drive. The first turn in the intersection of Jackson Street. Turn 2 is the intersection of Jackson and Nipco Parkway. Turn 3 is at Nipco and South Elkhart Avenue. And the fourth turn is at Elkhart Avenue and Waterfall Drive. Now, there's closings that went into effect yesterday along the route and will likely be in place through either late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Crops have been impacted this summer by the unpredictable weather patterns we've had.
Rain, then heat, then cold. The rain again, then heat, then the remnants of Hurricane Beryl. The weather has been a roller coaster this season for growers. Brianna Sloniker of the Marshall County Ag and Natural Resources Extension told WSBT that the erratic weather is keeping farmers on their toes. Although our area saw nearly 7 inches of rain, much of it came all at once. That kind of potential for flooding has impacted crops like soybeans, and many fields have dead spots around the region. It will be difficult to say how bad the impacts are until harvest time. David Shea, MNC News.
All right, and according to a new study that's out, poker is the most confusing card game for Indiana residents.
The World of Card Games website analyzed the average number of monthly Google searches for terms related to different card games to determine which ones Indiana finds most confusing. And according to results, poker topped the list with an average of 1,926 monthly searches. However, right behind poker was euchre with an average of just 5 less monthly searches. Coming in third is blackjack with around 1,474 monthly searches, followed by Go Fish with 1,415 and Spades with 1,100 searches. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
Mostly cloudy with scattered showers and rumbles of thunder, highs low 80s. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows mid 60s, an isolated shower possible. Drying out just in time for the weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday will feature lots of sun, but heat and humidity will continue. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s both days. Highs will stay in the mid 80s through the first half of the work week. Isolated showers and rumbles of thunder possible Monday and Tuesday. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Jessica Burns.
You can get the top local news delivered to your email twice each day and for free, 7 in the morning and 4:30 in the afternoon. To get signed up, go to 953mnc.com and click where it says On Demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.